Welcome. Today we're going to learn about emphasis, font emphasis, such as bold, italicize, and underline. So what we need to do is download the assignment and then upload it into, open it up in Microsoft Word. This particular assignment is called Halloween Indent and Emphasis. There we go. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is come up here and double click up in the top margin, and let's enter your name and the period. Hit your tab over here twice and call it a bit of Halloween history. Okay, go ahead and just double click down here, takes you out of the header, and we're ready to go. Okay, now this particular assignment has the report all basically written up for you already. So all we've got to do is do what is in the parentheses right here to this particular line. Okay, so let's just go ahead and highlight this. Okay, bold caps, bold, all caps, and center. Okay, here's our bold right here. All capitals, we got to switch that, so instead of retyping it, we're going to come up here and change case. That's that big A and little a icon, and go down here to uppercase, just like that, and we're going to hit center. Now, before we move on, what we've got to do is get rid of the stuff in parentheses so that it shows just the title centered like that. Okay? Alright, the next one says we need to highlight and underline that a little bit right there. So, underline and bold it. Okay, so there's bold. The B and the U with the underline under it is underline. Just like that. We're done with this one. Let's backspace this and delete this little part. Okay, moving on down. Center, bold, and italicize. So let's, oops, sorry, we'll go this way. So I click there. I can hold my shift key down and click at the end, and it highlights it. So we're going to hit center, bold, and italicize. That's that I right there, okay? So all we got to do now is just delete the instructions right here. Okay, we're going to come down here a little bit more. Okay, center, bold, and italicize. That you're going to do that for all four of those lines. So what we could do is just highlight everything like that, and then we can go do a center, a bold. Okay, get it twice. The reason it went to normal emphasis or no emphasis was because this part was already bolded, and when you click it again it unbolds everything. So I clicked it one more time and bolded up everything again. And the last one is italicize, just like that. And so now all I got to do is come down here and delete this little part right there. Backspace over this. You got to be careful backspacing. I'm just going to hold my shift key down and click right there, hit delete. Oop, somehow I grabbed I. So do that again. Because sometimes if you backspace too fast, it'll pop it up to the next line, and we don't want that to happen. So I click that, hit. Okay, there you go. Alright, next one here, align right and bold. So we're going to highlight that. We're going to come up to our paragraph alignment right, line right, and we're going to make it bold. So come over here and go bold. And then we're just going to hold the shift key down right there and click over here and delete. Okay, now this paragraph right here says we need to full justify it. Okay, so I can just click anywhere in there and click the justification, full justification, justify. That's this one right here. Okay, now all I got to do now is get rid of this. Okay, come down here, left and right indent, and insert a symbol. See, they already got a symbol right here. We're going to insert a symbol here. We're going to see if we can find that one. If not, we'll put in something different. Okay, so let's just let's do this first. Left and right indent. Okay, remember, I've got my ruler turned on. If I come way over here to the top of my vertical scroll bar, it says View Ruler. I can also come up here and go View Ruler and put the check mark in. Okay, so somewhere in this paragraph, just click right there, a left and right indent. So let's see, if I hover over the top one, what is it? First line indent, nope. Middle triangle, hanging indent, nope. And over the box it says left indent. Yep, that's it. So click and drag over a ½ inch. Right there. Okay, and also a right. So we're going to go over here to the right, grab that triangle and move it back in a ½ inch. So we're at the 5.5 mark. There we go. And then now all I got to do is delete these instructions right out here and hit delete. Okay. Alright. Oh, and then let's insert our symbol right there. So insert. We got a ribbon up here called insert. Insert. And we go all the way over here to the right. It says symbols. So if I click symbol and one of these pops up, we click on more symbols and this comes up. And so now we can look through the, oh, and look, there's the other symbol right there. Click on that and insert. Okay, before you click insert, if you notice right here, shortcut keystroke, Alt-0134. If you like that particular one, you can just memorize that code. Otherwise, you can insert the symbol through the what we just did right here. So we're going to hit insert, close, and now you notice it right here. Alright, let's do this one. Okay, we're going to do it again. Now I'm going to show you a little trick here. Okay, left and right indents, insert symbol. Okay, what we can do is we can come up here to home, and there's a format painter right here. This is going to copy the formatting of that paragraph and apply it to this paragraph. So first off, let's highlight this paragraph. Then we're going to go up here to this format painter, it's the little paintbrush. Click on that, and now it's copied it. And then all we got to do, see now it turns to a little paintbrush right there, and just come on by and paint across it. And see how it did the left and the right indent? Okay, that's what we needed to do. Now we just need to come down here and we're going to insert a symbol. Now watch, if I do an Alt-0134, I get that symbol. Okay, but if you didn't remember what that number was, we can come up here to insert symbol over here, and then this was the latest one to use, that's the one we did, but you can also click on more symbols and you can scroll around with what you did. So this one is the one we used. See right there is the shortcut keystroke. Okay, if you take a look right here, there are some other ones that I've recently used. Okay, so for example, the times right there, it's just not an X, it actually floats up above the line a little bit. So just a little idea there for you too. Alt 0125 is that one. So you can find all kinds of stuff in here. So go ahead and hit cancel on that. Okay, now all we got to do here is get rid of this instructions right here in parentheses. Hit delete. There we go. Alright. Italicize. So all I got to do is highlight this. Click on italicize. Oh, that's back here on the home tab. There it is right there. Italicize. Or Control I. And then we're just going to delete this part right here. Okay, it wants us to insert a graphic. Okay, a graphic is a picture, a clip art, something like that. Okay, so let's come up here, insert, let's do a clip art. Here's our clip art. This might take a minute. Okay, here's our thing over here, our search. Okay, I've got include office.com content. Okay, which means that it'll give me more than what's actually loaded into this. I'm going to turn off photographs, videos, and audio. All I want is illustrations, drawings. And what am I going to type up here? I can type in something to do with Halloween. Let's see, how about a black cat? And we'll hit go. Give it a second. Okay, so I like this one right here. I'm just going to click on it. And it sticks in there like that. Now you notice how it just threw me to page 2? There was actually enough room to put it on the bottom of that other page, but now it threw me to this other page. So what I can do is, with this picture highlighted, I'm going to come up here to wrap text. So, okay, if you notice, here's a picture tools, format, wrap text. Anytime you insert something like this, you'll get a toolbar, an extra tool up here, and you can format it or do something with it. So, picture, tools, format, wrap text, and then I can decide how I want that. And so see, look at that. I did tight, and it got rid of that second page. Put it up here. Okay. Now, if I click on this, I can move it over here. And it doesn't mess with anything. Okay, so now I'm going to delete this. Okay, I can save this now as Halloween. Delete that. Okay, now you notice it's got our name and Halloween in the footer here. Okay, and we went ahead and stuck it up here in the top. Okay. Same thing works down here. Just double click on it down here. And now you're in the footer. Go ahead and replace that with your name. Now in real life, you wouldn't want to put it both in the top and the bottom, header or the footer. You'd pick one or the other, but since this was already there, I just want you to see how you can do that. Now while we're here, let me show you something too. Okay, I can go to the header. And now I'm up in the header. Now I can go to the footer. So there's a little navigation thing right here. Previous and next. If I have several pages on here and they're divided up into different sections, I can go to the next header or footer, or to the next header or footer of that section, of that next section. And it could be different too. So, alright. And the way you would use that, different sections and different headers and footers would be like, for example, if you had a preface page, an abstract page, a table of contents, all of that that's not really part of the document but it's important, and they have the page numbers of the lowercase Roman numerals I, and I. Okay, and then you can format it like that. And then on the next section where your actual report starts, you can actually switch it back so it's got regular numeric numbers like we're used to, and start over with page 1. So anyway, there you go. So go ahead and save this as Halloween. Close out of that, save it as Halloween, and get it uploaded.